It's Laura Eubanks of Design for Serenity with the grand reveal in Normal Heights. 5 days, multiple crew. I appreciate the guys so much. Everybody worked right through lunch today so that we could get this done. And it is done. And so pretty, right? I mean, the vibe. It's such a vibe. Do you remember, guys, on day 1, well, day 1, 2, and 3, when this was just, these were completely empty. This had Senecio in it on both sides. And this was just a weed patch down here. Nothing but weeds. This poor aloe looked so bad, and Gordon so lovingly cleaned that all up. These euphorbia now look magnificent here. We added some beautiful grasses that will get 4 to 5 feet tall in a matter of no time and are supposed to stay fairly evergreen. I did fence post cacti and a couple, no, 3 little spineless opuntias to mix into with the grasses at the client's request. It's a really lovely look. We left the barrel cacti that were here alone. Don't they look so pretty and polished now? This little Desert Museum Palo Verde was transplanted very carefully and meticulously by Omar, but it is a little shocky, but that's okay. And then down here, we added some calendrinia, some grasses, some upright rosemary to just kind of flesh out what's already going here that is so very, very beautiful already. So yeah, I think that our client will definitely want to spend some time down here now that it's so pretty, right? Yeah, these pool planters were a pleasure to plant out, and Kevin and Mel did a really beautiful job. And you know, succulents are such a great option around pools because we are not going to have detritus and leaves and crap getting into the water. And they're so colorful, textural, such great energy. So this garden really is a marriage of color and intensity, and then kind of calm, restrained elegance, which you'll see more out front. This was Mel's side over here. Isn't this so pretty? Beautiful little tapestry. And then Miguel did this one. So beautiful. Then I planted up these little terracotta pots with cactus so they wouldn't ever have to worry about watering them. Wouldn't it be phenomenal if we took terracotta and went all the way down the stairs? Oh, right, with some more cactus. Over here we have Kevin's side. Kevin's side was a lot more challenging because it's 1, bigger, and 2, we wanted to keep this blue Senecio because of the color and the texture. We also had to work around the strawberry trees, which Omar spent a lot of time limbing up. There was some dead branches and dieback, so we got these all cleaned up. At the client's request, planted a couple more podocarpus because look what grew next door. This is kind of recent, this gigantic thing, and they're looking for, hopefully we can get some privacy going with, and remember too, we've got podocarpus hedge all the way across, and it's really pretty, isn't it? It's a beautiful hedge of green. So yeah, here's their new beautiful backyard paradise. Okay, so here we have this cool euphorbia. I did cut a couple of the branches off. The idea here being to discourage people from climbing, you know, up and over. And I cleaned up the noblest at the base of this, and I planted a little barrel cactus and that terracotta there. We did a Thonocapensis in here because these are actually irrigated. So I took advantage of that fact. We have our cute little cactus. This was a gift So it has sentimental value, this cactus. So, you know, this corner can be seen from the inside of the house. And I just think that's so cute and special now. And this is a little driveway planting that I did. They're getting a new driveway installed soon. So I wanted to keep this a little more on the simple side. I added a little more sticks on fire. So we have 3 presentations of that now. This our little, you know, our cute little Crassula undulata that'll be a hedge soon enough. And then our sweet little courtyard. Hannah really gets all the credit for this. This was her design, and it's just so beautiful, so restrained. You know, she took all of this leftover rubble and made art with it. Our plant selections should stand the test of time with little to no manipulation. We have irrigated what needs it, and we have not irrigated what doesn't. Can you just imagine these things as they really start to get their legs? Woo-wee. I've got, again, this little cacti at the front, so they don't have to fuss or water or worry. Yeah, so here's our beautiful little courtyard. A little more restrained. We've got more specimens in here. And then the sidewalk, the city required that we put 2 trees in here. So we've got a couple little gem magnolias. And, you know, we did what we do. We mounded, we planted a bunch of beautiful succulents, nothing, you know, no barrels, no pokey stuff out here. And we did points of egress. We pulled these flagstones up from the back, from below, and we're able to repurpose those. And then I started this little tapestry all along the front of the pony wall, and then Kevin and Mel helped me flesh it out and finish it. It took a ton of plants, way more than I anticipated, to knock this out. When I was here before the demo was done, it seemed much smaller. And after we got all the junk out, I'm like, wow, this is bigger than I thought. But as always, we're so happy. We're so thrilled with this incredible little transformation in North Park. Thank you all so much for following, for your kindness, for liking, subscribing, sharing these videos with all of your garden-loving friends. This has been Laura Eubanks reporting for Team DFS in Normal Heights with your grand reveal. Bye, guys.